Alright, so I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to realize where like I actually have to do something with my life. I graduate high school and like I don't know, it's Thanksgiving. Like today is Thanksgiving. So I graduate high school not even all that long from now. And like I'm starting to realize I have to actually do something and I can't just sit at home and play Minecraft all day like I've done for the past 8 years of my life. Like I have a job, like I work at McDonald's, but it's McDonald's, you know. I work at McDonald's. So I'm getting to the point where like I gotta pick something and do it. I was thinking about National Guard so that I could like do a trade and they'll put me through like trade school and I'll get like it'll count towards that experience and I don't know. The way the recruiter that I talked to explained it and like the way that it works is that I can go in National Guard and I can do like I don't know, however long a contract is and um like I'll learn all the stuff I need to do, like learn and whatever, and like, but it'll count towards like experience through like a trade union, but more so than just like regular trade union experience would count. So like if I do a year in the military, it'll count towards like 3 years of trade school or whatever. But you know, it's not bad. That's actually a pretty awesome deal in my opinion, but I don't know, the current administration. I am very anti-Trump. Shit on me all you want, but you're fucking stupid if you like genuinely like him. We're talking about a convicted felon with like, you know, like he's convicted felon times 34, some multiple sexual assault cases. Like he's been held civilly liable for rape. Like the he is guilty of that. So, you know. Oh, but this no. I'm not getting into politics though right now. I just don't want to have to go be deployed and like shoot my fellow countrymen because some rich asshole in Washington D.C. or wherever, you know, some politician decides, specifically Trump decides, oh hey, I don't like that these people are protesting me, you know, infringing on the First Amendment. He said it's illegal to criticize him. That's not how freedom of speech works. So, I don't want to have to go shoot my fellow countrymen because this orange asshole says, oh, protesting me is illegal. That's not how the First Amendment works, but sure, I guess. Because, like, what am I going to do about it? So, I could do regular trade school, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. But, I don't know. If I, maybe, just maybe, if I start grinding now, I can make this, like, influencer shit work out. Because I don't know. Like, growing up, you know, I tried to do the whole YouTube thing. I have a whole other account. If you find it, good job. But like I did that for the longest time and got nowhere because I wasn't putting any effort into it. I was pressing the start broadcast button on my PS4 and just like going with it. You know, I'm a little bit older now though, so like I have a little bit more like insight, more knowledge, to an extent more skill. Like I'm more digitally educated with like the social media stuff now than I was before, but I don't know. My whole thought here is if there's something I want to do, I have to sit down and actually do it and take the time out of my day. Like I need to talk to my GM about a raise because I've been there for I don't know, a year, 4 months, almost 5, and I haven't gotten a single raise. Um, my one coworker, she recently got like a promotion of sorts. Um, but she's also been there over a year, and she was making $11 an hour because that's what our store starts at, is 11. And but I talked to my one buddy who I also happen to work with, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I make 11.88 because they gave me a raise at 6 months." And he started out making more than I did because he had worked at Wendy's for a time. His mom was a manager there, and then like she would be like, "Okay, you can come work," but he wasn't officially hired, or nor was he old enough to be working there at the time, so they both got fired. Like his mom lost her job there being like a manager because she was having my friend clock in illegally and whatever. So he started off at 11.22, but he's at 11.88 now, and he hasn't been there for a year. And like he's a good worker, but I still do like he works in the grill area, so he's making the sandwiches and shit, right? Hey, oh, that's really lucky. That's osmium. That's really rare. I'm mining for um tungsten right now. I need 5 more, and then I can make the next pickaxe, which should let me mine that, and then I can like max out. Um, that's what I'm doing right now in the world in Minecraft. Um, but yeah, so like he started making out more than me. He had 3 months of experience at Wendy's, which was illegal, but whatever. Not much I can do about that. But by the time he had been there, or when he had started, with his 3 months of experience at Wendy's making 11.22, he, I had already been there for 6 months. Now, another thing I'd like to note is he had other work experiences. Another one of our friends' moms, had like she opened like a doggy daycare, like groomers type thing, and so he had worked there, but that is not related to McDonald's in any way. And I like at that point when he had started working, I already knew more than him at McDonald's, and I hadn't gotten a raise in my 6 months of being there, which should have been a sign. So like I've just been, I don't know, I'm just like, because what it's gonna be, the plan that I have made for myself is that I'm going to either talk to or message. I should probably message her right now. Would be the best thing to do, but again, I'm scared to do it because like I don't know, just fucking that's like I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of confrontation, and my whole plan is I'm going to say I've been here this long. I like so um I used to close during last school year, so I'd be working until midnight because that's what the child labor laws say for PA and like whatever, that type of shit. So I had been closing. Closers make 12. I didn't know that, otherwise I would have taken it up with her then. I can't close anymore, but I still work late, and I work more hours than any other miner in the store. Because, like, that just, like, what else do I have to do? Sit at home and play Minecraft? No, I need to make some money. So, um, essentially, what I'm saying is I know a lot. I do truck for our store. I used to do it both times because we get it twice a week. Seriously? I don't need titanium. Um, not that I'm gonna complain too much. But yeah, I used to close and I used to do all of the truck for the store. I don't do that anymore. So the promotion my one coworker had gotten, she got crew lead, which is, you train the crew and like you have an official title and you get a 50-cent raise. I've been doing that. I've trained probably upwards of 10 people on loads of different things. I've like completely taught people like entire positions. In the last month, I've taught 2 or 3 people in back window. I taught our new back window closer. I taught this kid that I go to school with, and like so I'm pulling my weight. I'm doing more than pulling my weight, matter of fact. Like whatever. So around this time last year, or like start of this year, sometime between like November and like late January, that it was like, oh hey, you're getting really good. We appreciate you. Whatever. You're on track to be like one of the best employees in the store. Not because like I already was, but we're gonna ignore that and say, okay, I was on track to be, and I wasn't quite there yet. Um, this was almost a year ago. So 6 months into being there, they were like, "Hey, you're getting really good. We appreciate you. Like, we're gonna give you your crew lead. You've been closing." And so during when I had first started closing, we were like our closes were horrible. We would be there until 1, and I would be illegally working, clocked in, still fucking like getting my shit done because I'm not gonna be there and not get paid. Um, so like, you know, there's that thing. So there was like me working illegally, staying past when I was supposed to, when I should be at home sleeping because I had school the next day. Because I would close on school nights, working until midnight, 1:30, once or twice I think. So like I was pulling my weight. I was supposed to be making 12. I didn't know that, otherwise I would have taken it up. But I don't do that anymore. But I do feel like that's a justification for asking for a raise. My point being that when I go and I either text my GM, probably when I'm done fucking yapping, or next time I see her, which I work tomorrow, she's probably going to have me come in early, because she had me come in early on Wednesday. Um, that's another thing. Like, I'll pick up extra hours when I can. Like, if I can come in early, I try to. Like, I don't always, but, you know, that's because of what I've been talking about. I'm just getting to a point there where I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, you know. My wages, like, I'm not making as much as I should, and I'm doing way more than I'm supposed to. So, even if I was only doing what I was like technically supposed to be doing, I should still be making more. Another reason that I'm frustrated with like this whole like pay situation there is because I've we were so when I started on in July of 2024 last year, um, I was told by multiple people there that they had just gotten yearly raises, and like you get a raise every year you're there, and then like if you've been there for long enough, come June, July, you get a yearly raise when they like bump everybody's wages in the store. So that was so I started just after that. I didn't expect like one until around that time this year for the yearly wage, not mentioning the 6 month raise I didn't get, that I'm assuming is like a regular thing because my buddy who is making almost a whole dollar more than me with like and like it's not that he's a bad worker, and it's not his fault. I'm not upset at him for making more than me because it's not like his choice that I make less than him, right? So the point is, I'm just yapping. I completely I can't even speak right now. I don't know. I gotta do something with my life, and I need to ask for a raise. I do half of the truck for the store. I would be doing all of it, but we're having scheduling conflicts, so they're having our like in-house maintenance guy. I don't know like his official title, but he just like he never does. Oh, that's more osmium. That's really lucky. I'm gonna write that down. And the coordinates for that, so I can come back and get it. Um, I should be doing all the truck, but we're having scheduling problems with having enough day shift people on Sundays, so I have to come in earlier because that's my availability, and like not do it because if I come in at noon, which is the earliest availability I've given them for Sundays, um,
if I come in, then I can't stay late enough to do truck because I'm not allowed to work more than 8 hours. I get a 30-minute break, so they could schedule me until 8:30, but that's still not enough time to do truck because it doesn't get there until 7:45, 8:15, depending on traffic and like a whole bunch of other factors, whatever. So I can't do it. If I had, if they had the people, I would be doing it. And that was another thing, is when they had taught me truck and told me I was going to be taking truck over, that it was going to help me towards my crew lead. And at like the point that I had started learning it, I was already been there for roughly a year, and they had already been like, hey, we're gonna try to do this for multiple months, because it started, like I said, sometime between November and January was when they were like, hey, we appreciate you, we're gonna work with you to like help move you up. So I learned it, still haven't gotten it. I'm eligible right now. Um, they just have to have time to have me do the training for it, which is just. Sorry, I'm completely forgetting to write this down. Where is my note with the coordinates? There it is. Okay, osmium section 2882 negative 31 4988. Okay. Coordinates are written down. Time to go back to looking for tungsten. That's the same vein. Okay. Ooh, diamonds. That's more titanium. I feel like the ores in this pack, the second you find, or like once you've surpassed that level, you just keep finding it, or you find a shit ton of them like before you reach that tier, and it's like, oh, there's nothing I can do. Because I've seen like purple, green, I think I saw some black diamonds, regular diamonds. I can mine these. That was a big vein. When I started doing that, they told me it was something they were going to help me towards, and they're like, hey, you're doing really good, we appreciate all the hard work you're putting in, you're going to make an excellent crew lead. And then they started it and then said, fuck you, is essentially what's happened. And so like, ooh, that's deep dark, that's cool. They've been doing this for a while, because it started around November last year is when they started being like, hey, we appreciate you, yada yada. So another, and I'm frustrated because I'm not making progress on that. I've been there too long. I'm not getting paid enough, and I'm doing all this extra. Yeah. So I think part of the reason why is like the three of the four people who were saying that, I haven't been working with them because of scheduling, and so two of the people who were saying that. So I had two crew leads, this guy Aiden, this guy Damien, and then two of my managers were like, oh yeah, you'd be awesome. Actually, I think it was even, no, it was three of them were like, oh yeah, you'd be awesome. So I've only been working with two of the managers consistently. I work with the one, this older lady, Sherry. She's awesome. Um, she was like, yeah. So she's the only person who's been working with me on this, because I haven't been able to work with the other two, or two of the other four of the five of them I have not been consistently working with, or working with them enough at the very least. This guy Aiden, he was a crew lead. He's MIT, manager in training right now. So it's not like they're not moving people, they're just not moving me, and like I do all this shit. Those are pink diamonds. I can't mine them. They're moving people. Part of the problem with it, which I'm like trying to be understanding about, is we didn't have a GM for a while, because our previous GM had gotten transferred to a different store, when I started, this guy Devin was the GM. He quit, or no, he got promoted, so he went from GM of our store to supervisor. So like he got, that's more titanium. God damn it. And so now he's a supervisor, and like he goes, like he does stuff for all the stores, yada yada. Cool. I don't really like that guy. He was a kind of a pervert because like every time I'd see him interacting with like our female staff, he would be like, oh, I gotta like acting all weird. I'm like, that's interesting, buddy. Um, I would like to know he was married to one of our like current managers, and I think she's actually like the longest term employee that we've had because I think she's been there for 6 or 7. I don't. God, I did it. God damn it. She's been there for 6. She's been there for 6, 7 years. Literally. Um. Yeah, they were married. I think they had. I know she has kids. I don't know if they're his. I've seen him come. Like he's been back to the store for visits. Like not with his ex-wife, but um. Like to do supervisor stuff a few times since being transferred or promoted to supervisor. So I don't know. He's whatever. She's dating his ex-wife, who is our longest term employee. Um, she's dating the Aiden guy, so that's cool for them. I don't know why this is relevant. I forget why. I don't know. I'm yapping too much. This is going to be a long ass video. If any of you actually listen to all of it, that'd be cool. My like 6, I almost did it again. My like, I think I have 5 subscribers right now. Sorry, I'm locked in. I'm trying to find this tungsten. I'm too deep to find it, so that's more osmium. What hopefully right down the coordinates. They're dating. He's been back. He's kind of a perv. 2727 negative. I think that's like 54, 43. I wasn't looking at my screen when I guesstimated. Okay. Like he moved up. Both of the crew lead guys are now managers in training. So there's this guy Chris who's been there for a while. He's cool. He trained Aiden and Damien, the 2 current managers in training that we have. He's only a crew lead and he's been there longer than them because he trained them. So like my whole thought is maybe I'm like Chris. Chris is cool. He's a good worker. He's not cut out for anything higher than crew lead. He's just not. Like that's not necessarily his fault, but I think either that's what I'm looking for. Either the last time or one of the more recent times that I've worked with him, he was like expressing frustrations with me that like he hasn't been like he's like, oh well, Aiden and Damien are crew leads or they're managers in training and I trained them, so what's up with that? So my whole thought is maybe like they think of me like they think of Chris like not necessarily bad workers, but like just not cut out for anything more. But my whole thing is these people who are like moving up and have moved up and are in higher positions are telling me one thing, and then my like experienced reality is different. Not to mention $11 isn't even that much, and then like on top of the whole like, oh, I've been here this long and like, you know, I do all this, and I haven't gotten a raise. I'm not even like mad about the whole not getting the crew lead thing, because regardless of if I like officially am a crew lead or not, which is a lot of hoops to jump through, because you have to re-watch all of like your training videos for everything, which I never even did. I like my grill training. Um, I never did any videos for that. They just kind of threw me back there and said, "This is how you do this," and then I like just learned and got really good at it because it's McDonald's. It's super easy, and you have to be like retarded in the worst way possible to not like understand how to make a cheeseburger. Which are there are some people that I work with, like they're really cool people and they're not bad workers, but I've taught them to do like basic things like make a cheeseburger or a double cheeseburger multiple times, and I have to continually walk them through it, which is it's a little bit frustrating, but um whatever, you know. Fuck, I keep forgetting. This has been a 26-minute yap sesh. I keep losing my train of thought, which is why it's so long. I want a raise. I need to talk to my GM because I do X, Y, Z, and so. Oh yeah, I wanna touch base on how much of a raise I think I should get versus what they're actually gonna give me versus like what anybody who actually watches this yap sesh will like think. So closers make an extra dollar. I used to close, but I haven't. I've been there over a year, and I didn't get a 6-month raise, and I didn't get a year raise. I only make 11, and I know every position in the store. You put me anywhere, and I can do it, including truck, which I am one of 2 people fully trained on truck, and I am one of the few that have any training on truck. There's 2 other people that kind of know truck. This guy Elias, awesome guy. Um, he's done it once or twice, and one of my coworkers, Aries, who told me about the closer thing. So if you're a full time, so I think the reason why I didn't get the 12 is because I wasn't a full time closer. Because I'm a minor, I can't have I legally can't be full time even if I'm working full time hours. Like I can't be listed as full time because I'm a minor. I don't know what the nuance behind the law for that one is because I work nearly full-time hours anyways. I can actually do the math real quick. So that's not going to show. So I'm just going to do it on my calculator on my phone, and you guys are going to sit and look at chat and listen to me yap because you have nothing better to do, and that's why you're watching this in the first place. Not that that makes you not that that makes you bad, but so I work three I work 4 6-hour shifts with a 30-minute break a week, so 5.5. That's 22 hours plus an 7.5 on a weekend. I'm scheduled 29.5 hours a week as a minor in school. So that's like roughly, but more accurate since I pick up extra hours and time when I can would be closer to 30, and I would go up to 30. And formerly, I used to work 5 to midnight, which now I work 5 to 11 on weekdays because I had like my dad was like, "Oh, you've been late to school so many times." I've missed 3 days of school this year, and I've um been late twice, I think, where like I had to get a ride, and one of the missed days was because well, I overslept, but that was due to my phone not being plugged in because I forgot to, or it came unplugged overnight because I'm a fucking social media addict and I sit on my phone while I sleep all the time. I'll throw on a YouTube video or whatever, so my phone's in my bed with me, and it wasn't really a oh you're working too late thing, which I don't disagree. I don't want to work until midnight every night on school nights for 4 out of my 5 school days a week. But I need money. So my dad called on my behalf and was like, "Oh, I'm Hayden's dad. I'm gonna fucking tell him, like, he's only allowed to work this many hours or like this late." So when it first had happened, he said 9, which did nothing because I come home and I'm up late anyways. And then I think I like ended up missing a day after that, which was um, partial, partially intentional to be like, "Hey, it doesn't matter." What ore did I just... Where did it go? Did it just eat it? It didn't go into the bundle because it doesn't auto do that. It looked like cobalt, but whatever. I don't have any. Unless I'm blind, which is true. It'll probably end up here. Yeah, it's supposed to be in that slot. Oh, look, more titanium. I'm still gonna mine it. I found more titanium in this one cave than I did, like, when intentionally looking for it for multiple hours. Maybe I just need to stop looking for the tungsten and let it come to me, because I've only found 3. I need 2 more and I can go home. I'm just gonna record until I find it, and then I'll end once I'm done. That sounds like a good plan. No, it doesn't, because I'm gonna be recording for like 4 hours. We're gonna go into this mine shaft and see if maybe that helps. That's iron. I really thought, and I was really hopeful, but I was wrong to be so. Oh, where even was I? I don't know. I went completely off of the whole like work thing, which it was this video when I like initially intended when like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit down and record, because what's the worst that's gonna happen? Somebody I go to school with finds this video and they're like, they're oh yes, my dad telling me. So now I only work until 11 instead of midnight. So I was, if we add on those additional, because it's 4 hours, it would be 33 and a half hours, which is still, it's not illegal, but it's pretty close. I think I can only work, what was it, 35? I really thought it was 30, but apparently not, because whatever. But I guess the weekend doesn't count as like school days or whatever, so it is what it is. My dad called on my behalf, was like, "Hey, I'm Hayden's dad. He can only work until 9." And then I talked to him, and I was like, "If I come home at 9, like, there's no good in having me come home at 9, because I'm still gonna be up anyways, and like this, and that." Oh yes, I started it. Oh, I can stop recording now, but I want to finish this little part. My dad, so initially it was 9, and then it was 10, and then I was like 10, and then it was 10:30, but if I'm there for 5.5 hours, and if I'm there for more than 5, I get a half-hour break, and then there's no point of me working until 10:30, because they could just send me home half an hour early and not have to give me a break, because they're still losing me for 30 minutes either way. So now it's 11, so I get 5.5 hours, but it used to be more. I do not want to leave a whole stack of coal in there, or a name tag, matter of fact. I love bundles, let me just say that. That one's perfectly full. That is always a great feeling. We can toss that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there, the name tag, tungsten. I'm walking away from this with an extra tungsten ingot, a shitload of titanium, and a decent amount of diamonds, and a lot of copper. I didn't mine that much iron, but I wasn't really at iron mining depth, the proper for that. So whatever. So now I'm at 11, and I work 29.5 hours a week. But I've picked up like 2 hours this week, but that's because I missed like an hour this most recent Sunday. So what's today, the 28th, right? Or is it the 26th? 27th. On the 20th, no, because it was Sunday. Today's Thursday. That would be 4 days ago, the 23rd. I don't know. So you can fact check me if you feel like it. There's my cobalt. Remember I said it would appear in my inventory? I woke up in like almost an hour late. I was supposed to be there at noon, and I woke up at 12:49, 49 minutes after I was supposed to be there, and then I didn't get there until like almost 1:30 because I took my sweet ass time getting. No, it was 1:16 when I got there, so it took me like 25 minutes, but I had to walk there, and it's a 10-minute walk, so like 15 minutes to get ready. I took a quick ass shower, and then I like, ooh, is that a mob spawner? What kind of spawner? I can't tell. There's too much. It's a zombie. Okay, I'll take that gold. Another golden apple, and what is that? Loyalty, I don't need that. I will take the bones, because I've been playing on peaceful, if you haven't noticed. I don't know. I just don't like lugging around all the food. The mobs are annoying. I like to play Minecraft my way. Diss me. I'm also in copper armor. But now I've been above diamond here. I've had obsidian for a while, but I'm also only on day 60, so I don't know. Whatever. You don't like that I play on peaceful? Too bad. There's nothing you can do about it. And I don't always play on peaceful. I just don't feel like getting fucked in the ass while mining. I can go home now though, which I'm not even all that far away. Whatever, 300 times 3, well, 300 squared times 2, because I'm like 300 blocks away in both directions, square. Pythagorean theorem my shit for me. Why does the deep slate platinum look like this, but I feel like the regular stone platinum looks completely different? And that one didn't give me it. But if you drop it, it'll give it to you. Now you know. More ruthium. Could probably put that all in one bundle and save space. Another golden apple. Haven't I found 2 of these, or is my other one? It's not buried in that one. Not buried in the, oh, yeah, it was there. I just didn't fucking see it, because I'm blind. Oh, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm allowed to stop recording whenever I want, because I found it. Oh, wow. Can I mine this? No, that's like orichalcum or whatever. Which is, I think, so like, that's technically a fictional metal, but like, the Greeks also used it, and like, but we have no recollection, or like, no written thing saying whatever, because we didn't translate it to English, or like, the material was to make it. There was no written recipes for it to like mix it into the alloy. But I watched a video and a while ago, it was like a TikTok or some shit like that, and it's like, oh, we're pretty sure it's just bronze, which would make sense, or maybe it was gold, but like that's the real life counterpart part to this fictional metal. So now you know if you didn't. I don't remember the guy. It was a YouTube short actually. Yes, I am YouTube Shorts brain rotted. Oh well, diss me. I don't know. I open YouTube to try to find a good video, and literally, it just opens Shorts automatically, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucking brain dead because I'm addicted to social media. No, that TikTok, I do have that TikTok attention span, I won't even lie. Oh, I want to go home. How about I stop recording when I get back to base? Because that gives me more time to yap. I've been yapping a lot though, so maybe I should just stop now. But, what's the point? I'll probably not end up uploading this anyways, but I don't know. One of my initial things that I had said is I just gotta sit down and do it. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Someone I go to school with finds it. Oh no, he's bitching about his job. I think my ex-girlfriend knows about my YouTube channel, because I'm like, oh, yeah, I have it. If you find it, you can watch it, but whatever. So, yeah, whatever. She finds this. Cool. That is my village. Like I said, not even that far away. Pythagorean theorem, that shit, less than 300 blocks. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. I keep seeing cars drive past out my window, and like, it's just kind of weird. I have a big screen door. Well, not a screen door. I have a sliding glass door, and it's not even real glass. This is, oh, that big tree is from one of the mods that I have in this world. That's really cool. I like that big tree. I don't know how to get them to grow like that. That's just a regular cherry tree, but it's modded. So, I think, what is the... I don't know what the pack is called. I'll put it in the description if I remember, and if I don't, I'm not trying to gatekeep, I'm just being lazy. All knowledge should be free. We should not have to pay to go to college. Maybe that's a little bit too, like, radical for some people, though. Actually, I don't care if that's too radical for some people. We shouldn't have to pay for college, and I stand by that. I'm just gonna load my copper directly into the furnace, and then into the hopper, and then into the hopper, and then into the furnace, and then hopper, copper. I don't want that iron in there yet. I just want to load this up with copper. We're gonna split this stack, put it there, and then we'll do the same thing over here. Take the iron out, and then just do that, and now I can throw everything in here, and it won't eat any of it until I run all the copper through. The only reason I'm doing it like that is because it makes me feel good to have all of everything. Actually, we're gonna just run this through first, because that's more important. I need that pickaxe. Fill up the coal. Coal is full. That is not. Now it is. Copper. Cobalt needs to go in. Ruthenium. Black opal doesn't need to. That can go in. That can go in. That can go in. That can go in. Uncraft. Uncraft. And then I still have some extra in. Bazinga, we are rolling in the copper. Not that I even need it, but I low-key never build out of copper. Copper is just kind of ugly in my opinion. But I still mine it so that I can smelt it and have it if I decide I need it. I built this really cool copper mansion one time. It took me like, ooh, I don't even know. It took me so long to walk in and like finish the outside of it. I still haven't finished the interior of it, and I started this like probably 3 or 4 years ago, shortly after copper came out. I'm sipping on that Schneider's Southern Style sweet tea straight from the jug, 1 gallon, because I'm lazy and I'm the only person drinking it. Where did my valuable chest go? I think it's the top one over here. This top one? Maybe it's the back top one. No, no, no. Definitely not that. Not that. I don't think it's this. This is just a sorting chest. Oh yeah, I moved it all into the... I'm fucking stupid. It's all down here. I need to get a separate one, but I just don't feel like it. Doing that wrong. That goes there. I have all the tungsten scrap, coal. I need the special crafting table. I need to make a tungsten pickaxe, and then I need to go find that osmium again, and hopefully I can mine it. Turn that off because I'm in the wrong one. There we go. I can make a lot of iron sticks. 6 tungsten. I need to make tungsten aluminum, which requires tungsten. I forgot how expensive this step was. I have to get 7. I need 28. I wasn't finished. I'm not allowed to stop recording. I thought I was, but I wasn't. So let me consult the showcase block. Black opal's on the same tier. I need a tungsten pickaxe. I'm pretty confident at the very least I need a tungsten pickaxe to mine anything in tier 6. So I need one more. I thought I only needed 5, but I need 4 to make tungsten aluminum for everything. That's so unnecessary. It's so stupid, and I'm not gonna fucking. It's gonna take me forever to find that. Maybe a black opal pickaxe will let me mine like the other higher tier ores, or maybe I need a ruby pickaxe, but I think it would be faster to get all the tungsten than like try to find the rubies to make it. If I find enough rubies, I'll make the ruby pickaxe, and then I'll see, and then maybe I can bypass the tungsten pickaxe. But I don't think there's a way to bypass tungsten, because for some reason, tungsten can mine. Actually, no, I don't think tungsten can mine red diamond or osmium or adamantite, which adamantite's the best, but whatever. According to this, a green diamond pickaxe is the best. You can mine, yeah, we're just gonna go find a cave, which I know there's one around here. We're gonna make the black opal pickaxe, because why not? Which I think I need stainless steel stick. Let's see. That looks like a stainless steel stick. So, do I have enough chrome? I know I have the iron. I have 5 chrome. I can make more. Oh wow, the copper is overflowing. Regular opal. Found one of those. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna pull all this and craft it down into blocks, and then it's gonna overflow my fucking shit. Copper block. 14. I just don't feel like making a better chest right now, not gonna lie. I do not want to do that. I can't turn it back in. Whatever. 10 more iron blocks, and then I only need 4, so we'll leave that 2 there. Actually 3. I only need 4, so we'll leave this last one. That's what stainless steel looks like. Just so you know. I don't think you can make tungsten aluminum armor, which is really weird in my opinion. I need this one, stainless steel stick, black opal axe. What do I need? I need titanium. I can make titanium. Oh yeah. So okay, I should be able to. Where's all my titanium? I need 3 right now, but we'll just run all of it through this one, because why not? Put that back in there. And then the second I have 4 titanium scrap, I can make another titanium ingot. One more. Give me one more. Is that ruthium? Isn't ruthium on the same tier as titanium? I need coal for some reason to make the ingot, to make the stick, which is in the same thing, and then I can make a black opal pickaxe, and we can hit the caves and see if I can bypass it, and if I can, I'm gonna go back for that osmium. This is just a mining session. Now, talking and recording, forcing. Why can I not interact with this guy? That's interesting. I'm gonna start with this cave here. I know it goes pretty deep. I'm not sure how deep. I've died to this before because I didn't know it was here, and I went like 1,000 something blocks away to find a good cave, and there was a pretty decent one, like literally right under my feet. Because if we go back up, we can see some stuff. Is there a safe way to just drop down? I can do this, do that, and now I'm in the cave. with horrible inventory economy. I don't even know if this goes down to deep slate, but I'm pretty sure I followed this cave into where I was before, so it's really big. I just gotta know where to go. So I don't remember going up before, because when I loaded back in, I was in my little strip mine. And I strip mine into a different cave. That's sapphire or cobalt? That's probably cobalt then. That looked like bigger than a 3 vein. No, it was only a 3 vein, and it was cobalt. Can you put that up there, that up there. Coal, and we'll always take the coal. And we're gonna start the bundling again because I'm stupid and I forgot to before I left. Can't bundle that. I can bundle that. There's no point in bundling the copper or the iron. I don't even need the furnace because I have the blast furnace and I don't need food, and then I can drop that, bundle the diamonds in there because they'll fit. And then I'm just going to drop those because I don't need them. I don't need the flint. Yeah. Cool. Can I find anything? I'll take the aluminum because I'm going to need it for the tungsten aluminum. Not that I don't have any. I already have a pretty decent amount. I think I have like 20 or 30, which is enough to craft what I need to craft. Dude, just grinding to the good gear with this pack, the pack that is giving me all these extra ores and shit, is more ores and tools. The trees is, it's not naturalist. I think it's just like, I think it's like forest something add-on. Let's look. Browse. Settings. What is it under? Add-ons. Active. Forest Craft is that one. I do have that. That's cool. Essentials is giving me Vein Miner, and it does go over. The Forest Craft trees don't have the tree Vein Miner, or like the like whatever you call that. So they have the chainsaw, which is why that's in. I did not mean to take a screenshot. That's where the chainsaw came from. And then I have double jump boots, which I haven't even made a pair yet. But I really should. Yeah, look, here's some mine shaft. I don't know if I've been in this part before, and I thought I explored the bulk of this cave. Clearly not, because it spanned like 300 blocks to the strip mine, or over 300 blocks in the strip mine. Nickel, iron. I have the osmium coordinates written down. I could really just like go to them or like mine to them if I really wanted. I have enough materials to craft the pickaxe. Not that I can just burn the titanium one now that I have all the titanium I need. And I can mine more tungsten with the black opal, which I also have plenty of. Not plenty, but 11 is enough to get me through. I think this diamond pickaxe would be enough to get me through, honestly. But that's neither here nor there. We're just gonna mine. The diamond variants are relatively common, so if I just find one of those and try to mine it, we'll see if I can see, there's one already. Nope, I need the tungsten pickaxe, god damn it. I think more orichalcum or whatever. Such a weird thing. I don't know how to properly pronounce. Oh, I can mine it with this though, but it's not a tier 6. Nope. Okay. Oh, but it still gave it to me. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not supposed to be able to do that. If only I brought the showcase block with me, or I had a picture of it, which I have a picture of it somewhere. I'm just not looking for it. Yeah, that is not supposed to do that. When I had first got, oh wow, we're getting, wow, 55 minutes of this. See, more fucking titanium. I don't need this shit. I'm still gonna mine it. Oh, if you crouch, it disables vein miner, which I think is pretty cool. Yellow diamonds, if there's enough of them, I can just, like, so it's gonna not give me the message, and then it's gonna let me mine it, and then it's gonna vein mine, but it's only gonna give me the one. Right? Right. Okay, so I can just cheese it. Where do those purple diamonds go? Because if there's, ooh, there's more yellow diamond. If there's at least 4 here, which it looks like there's, oh no, at least 3, which there are. Okay, I can just cheese the tungsten stage. That's awesome. Well, there was 5 of them. Now I don't have the stuff on me to do it, but I can just like cheese it. Yeah, it's not supposed to give you any of it. It's supposed to vein mine the whole thing and then just fucking scam you. But apparently, with the black opal pickaxe, it just lets you cheese it. So that's pretty cool. Cool. Tungsten pickaxe bypassed.